This is The Top, where I interview entrepreneurs who are number one or number two in their industry in terms of revenue or customer base. You'll learn how much revenue they're making, what their marketing funnel looks like, and how many customers they have.
I'm now at $20,000 per talk.
5 and 6 million.
He is hell-bent on global domination.
We just broke our 100,000 unit sold mark.
And I'm your host, Nathan Latka.
Okay, Top Tribe, this week's winner is Charlie Daggs, okay? He was a middle manager at a manufacturing company. He wants to break free, and he won the $100 I give out every Monday. For your chance to win, simply subscribe to the podcast on iTunes right now, and then text the word Nathan to 33444 to prove that you did it. Nathan Latka here. This is episode 568, and coming up tomorrow morning is a very curious story. I found this guest on Product Hunt. They are Gross Sumo, and they're helping 70 business-to-business software as a service companies grow their affiliate programs. So far, they've driven $100,000 in new monthly recurring revenue into their customers' revenue streams. Good morning, everybody. Nathan Latka here. Our guest this morning is Tatu Koistinen. He is the CEO of Bonusway. His background is in loyalty and digital marketing, and he has many, many growth stories he'll share with us today. He's now building the most social and gamified e-commerce loyalty platform on earth. He's really focused currently on building leadership and culture at the business, and he's also multiple Ironman triathlete. Tatu, are you ready to take us to the top?
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm glad you're not sitting next to me because I have to be tough on you, but you're an Iron Man. So if you were near me, that might not be good, but I can be tough via Skype, right?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Tell us what Bonusway does and how you make money.
Yes, so our work is to create more sales for e-commerce merchants. And they give us compensation when we create sales for them. So it's directly based on the sales that we create. And how do we do that is that we inspire consumers. So we tell them about the kind of newest sales and other shopping opportunities. And when they react to our messages, they go to do shopping. We earn money, and we share part of the money that we get from merchants with the consumers, so they get the loyalty. So pretty straightforward business.
So would you consider yourself kind of a marketplace?
Yes, I would definitely think us as a marketplace. We are not selling by ourselves, but we are mostly telling what are the different stores where you can buy the products that you are looking for, and we steer people forward.
In research for this, I went to Bonusway, I went to Tatu's website. It says pick a country. I picked Finland, and it says the most popular online stores, hotels.com, Zalando, booking.com, etc. So what are all these things listed here, Tatu? Are these companies you're partnered with?
Yes, they are the companies that we are creating sales to. So, and those companies that you listed, those are among the biggest partners that we have.
And define biggest in what way?
In the amount of sales that we created them, and also the amount of compensation that we get. So they are our biggest clients.
So let's dive into one of them just to get even more clear. So hotels.com, how much business do you drive them?
It's roughly, I think we are currently talking about something 2-3 million euro monthly.
Okay. And how are you, and walk us through how you're doing that. Are you just emailing your own user list, hotels.com deals, or how's that work?
Yes, there are a couple of ways. So we have currently 2.2 million registered users, and we follow them what type of merchants or categories they are clicking. So we find those who are more travel oriented. And then we have different places where we interact with our users. So we have some places on our website, we have our newsletter, we have our social media feed, some remarketing techniques. And basically there we, for those that we know that are travel oriented, then if we, for example, hotels.com have some, for example, 72 hours sales going on, then we promote that to those. So it's very many different touch points where we are interacting with the users.
And so if we kind of add up your effectiveness in 2016, how much total volume did you drive to all of your partners combined?
It was close to 60 million euros.
60 million euros?
Yes.
And on average, I mean, so this is helpful in helping us understand that you're, a real company, you're a fairly large marketplace, pretty influential. How do you sustain yourself? How do you guys make money?
Yes, so we take part of that commission that we get. So, for example, let's say hotels.com give us 8% of the value that we create them, and we take part of that compensation that they are giving and give part of that to the users.
And how much do you keep typically for yourself?
The split is roughly around 50%.
Okay, so if I'm going to just make this up, if hotels.com has something listed for $100 per night, and that's what the consumer is paying, how much of that will you keep, and how much of that will you pass on as savings to the consumer?
So let's say that the compensation is like 8%, then we take $4 to us and $4 to users.
Okay, so you would discount it down to $96, and then you would take how much of the 96 for yourself?
So 4.
4. Okay, so both of you have 4.
Yes, exactly.
Got it. Okay, good. So this is helpful. So you're going to a company like Booking.com. You're saying, look, we're really influential, right? We have 2.2 million registered users. If you can give us an 8% discount on your listed prices on your website, we'll pass on a 4% discount to our users and keep 4% for ourselves. And that's how you grow the companies you're partnered with. Is that accurate?
Yes, that is correct.
Got it. And are those one-off negotiations, or are they all 8% across the board?
It really varies between the industry. So in some industries, the margins are bigger, and so in some they are lower. So we basically ask every merchant what they are willing to pay, and then we negotiate around that figure. So there isn't any like exact figure which is like every time the same, but it varies a lot.
Okay. I was gonna try and ask you, is there an average? But is it too hard to come up to an average?
I think our current average is actually 8.
Oh, great. Okay. So is it fair to say I'm going to try and do this in my head real quick. 60 million euros in 2016 in volume comes out to about 63 million United States dollars for our US audience. And if you take 4% of 63 million, it comes out to about 2.5 million in revenue. Was that about your revenue in 2016?
Yeah, it's actually double to that because, we count in our revenue the bonus and also our part, so it's double of that. But you got it exactly the right.
Okay, got it. So hold on. So it sounds like I have one side of the model down, which is the percentage you take is 2.5 million. Then you mentioned you have like a bonus payment or something, which is another 2.5 million. Tell us about the bonus.
Yeah. So if we get the 8% out of the we give half of that to the users, so that the users get that as a like bonus when they do the shopping.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
So you did 5 million. It will call 5 million in total revenue USD 2016. You pass that on as a bonus, 2.5 million to users to keep them addicted, and you keep 2.5 million for yourself for the business.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. What a cool business model. How'd you come up with this idea? Why'd you start it?
Yes, so the basic idea is that when we look at the loyalty and like physical commerce, every store has some type of loyalty program, and there are coalition loyalty programs. And in Finland, I think over 70% of people are showing some type of a loyalty card when they do grocery shopping. And on e-commerce, there weren't anything. So we were thinking that there has to be a huge amount of people who are interested also this type of model in online world. And we also knew that, for example, in States, there was eBay, and in UK, there was Quidco doing a bit similar business, and it has grown very nicely. And they had already done that like over 15 years. So we knew that there are some benchmark, and we knew that there are markets that are also ready for this model.
And what year did you found the business in?
2011.
Okay, 2011. And last year in 2016, how many kind of total consumers used you guys? Is that the 2.2 million number?
Can you ask again, please?
How many people bought something through your platform last year?
So we have got that 2.2 million as a registered user. So our active user base is a bit more than 200,000.
Okay, so did everyone in that 2.2 million buy something, or just a little over 200,000 actually bought something?
No, so these 200,000 people bought something.
Got it. Okay, so pretty healthy number of buyers. And how many companies are you partnered with in total in your marketplace?
3,000.
3,000. Wow, got it. Very cool. And what is your so you did, again, it's about 63 million USD last year. You have 3,000 kind of partners. You have 200,000 folks that have used you to purchase something. What's your goal for 2017? What do you want to grow volume to?
So we closed our last investment round just like 2 months ago, and our current markets where we are operating, they are working very well. We are opening 2 new countries in 2 months, and probably 2 later this year. So I think our very minimum target is to double the current figures, but I see that it would be possible to grow even faster. So in November, in December, we grew much faster than like that. So I believe that if we are able to keep that growth rate, even like 3 times the numbers of 2016 could be possible.
Great. So call it maybe 120 million, or in a good year, 180 million in total volume in 2017 is the goal. How much did you raise, Tatu? And you said in November, how much total funding?
Yes, it was 6.9 million euros. So it was 3.7 was equity, and then we have 3.2 as debt.
And is that the only funding you've raised, or did you raise before that as well?
Yeah, we have 1.5 million round before, and then we have a smaller angel investment round also. So this was basically third round.
So you raised, call it 9 million-ish total?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. And what's current team size?
We have 40 people.
40?
Yes.
And are they all based? Where are they based? All in Europe?
Yes, so all in Europe. So currently in our Helsinki office, we have 26 people, and then we have other office in Russia, in Krasnodar, and there we have 14 people.
Got it. Very good. All right. Well, hey, let's jump into the famous 5 Tatu. Question number 1. What's your favorite business book?
I think that probably one of the most influential have been the pretty old one, the halo effect.
Yep.
It's like more like how do you think about the business than actual like substance.
Number 2, is there a CEO that you're following or studying right now?
Yes, I think one of the key Finnish leaders, I just read his book called Matti Alahuhta. I think he has very, very good ideas about like culture building and leadership. So
what's his book?
I would say that I'm not sure is it in English, but you could check Matti Alahuhta. I could believe that it's already also in English.
Okay. Well, if you Skype me his name so I make sure I spell it right, and I'll look him up.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3. Do you have a favorite online tool like TopTal?
What do you mean by online tool?
It's something you use every day for your business.
Well, there are tons of those.
Give me your favorite.
Well, I could say that I use this project management tool Asana quite much to follow all the different areas that we are working with.
Number 4, Tatu. Yes or no? Do you get 8 hours of sleep every night?
Can you repeat? There was a break.
Sure. Do you get 8 hours of sleep every night?
Actually, I pretty much I do.
And are you married? What's your situation? Married, single? Do you have kids?
I'm married, no kids.
No kids. And how old are you, Tatu?
Good, very, very good.
Sorry, how old are you?
Oh, sorry. I'm 34 years old.
Okay, so last question. Take us back 14 years. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
I have to say that I'm pretty happy about how things have gone, but I would say that like trust more yourself and do a bit quicker the decisions that you have made later on, and be brave.
Top Tribe, there you have it. Trust more in yourself, act quicker, and be brave. From Tatu, he is the founder of Bonusway. They did over 63 million euros in transaction volume last year. They work out great deals with over 3,000 sellers to help buyers, which they've had over 200,000 of, get great deals. They save 4% on every deal, and then they get another 4% towards bonuses on future payments. They did about 5 million in total revenue last year, looking to triple that this year with their team.
Okay, Top Tribe, as many of you know, I sold Heyo, and everyone is always asking me what my expenses were when I was building Heyo. Well, a big expense was that I spent over $3,000 per month on financial services to keep me out of trouble in terms of taxes. You know, my mom would always harp
Think of it like Uber for senior citizens. They did 160 grand in 2016,
to make sure you don't get an audit or things like this. I'm like, Mom, I'm a millennial. You think I'm going to keep all these receipts?
Top Tribe, I love giving away free money. I feel like we're giving away cards. I have something special for you today. How many of you have heard
I don't have to hire a $3,000 per month person to manage all my finances.
Facebook and
it's
Google
like
ads.
saving
so much money.
All of you listening
and
right
my
now,
mom is
yes,
happy.
if you're listening,
additionally,
I don't waste a bunch of time creating invoices. I use their templates, and I can avoid using $100 from Google templates or Excel files.
Sign up
I
with
just
my
use
website host provider
to quickly send out invoices, and it works
to get your
like
free
a charm. To get your free first month, go to nathanlatka.com/FreshBooks and enter the top in the How Did You Hear About Us section. Again, go to nathanlatka.com/FreshBooks and enter the top in the How Did You Hear About Us section on iTunes right now for your chance to win $100 every Monday.